Hey guys and dolls! So today I'm starting a new Q&A series here on both my YouTube channel and also on my blog, vintageortacky.com. It is a Q&A series. Did I already say that? Doesn't matter. This Q&A series is going to be, some of the frequently asked questions that I get, not so much pertaining to what colors do you use to dye your hair, but more like, how do I fix my shadow if I mess it up, or how do I prevent fallout is today's question. I also get a lot of questions that when I go to write a response to, the question asker, I realize, wow, this information would be really helpful, or I end up writing this really big, long, response, and I think, wow, that response actually could have helped a lot more people if I, made it public somehow. I think this would be a great addition to my channel and to my blog, of course. Even I learn something every single day, so I don't think that we ever stop learning, and I want everyone out there to know that there are no stupid questions. When you buy one eyeshadow, it doesn't come with a manual explaining every single way that you could possibly use it, or, what to do if something goes wrong. It doesn't come with a manual, so that's what YouTube is here for, and I definitely think that my channel is a source of knowledge. Try to do a little show and teach here. Just a little bit. The new Q&A series is going to be called Ask Cora or Dear Cora. I'm not sure. You guys can let me know in the comments which you prefer. Alright, so Googly Eyes Rule writes, Dear Cora, how do I avoid eyeshadow fallout? I hate doing my eye makeup only to get shadow bits in unwanted places like my cheeks and lower eye area. I feel you. I do. Pretty valid question, I think, so let's go ahead and investigate. So for me, I think that the number one thing for preventing fallout is to use a good primer or base. So just without going into a big long discussion about these different primers and bases, I'm just going to show them to you. So my favorites, in no particular order, are MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, Urban Decay Primer Potion, NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, and Too Faced Shadow Insurance. So a great eyeshadow primer will act kind of like Velcro, and it'll lock your shadows into place. It'll prevent sliding, your eyelids getting oily and creasy, and it'll prevent color fading, all that good stuff. But one of the best things that it does is, as I said, it acts as Velcro, so that when you place your shadows on your eye, you're going to get less fallout. Another great tip would be to pat your shadows. And again, this is my eyelid. So instead of sweeping your shadows on like this is rubbing, and so you're going to get more fallout. If you press like this, tap, 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 you're going to get less fallout. Speaking of tapping, another thing you can do is to gently tap on the brush when you pick up your shadow. Just pick up some shadow, and then just tap. The other thing that you can do is the kind of swirling technique, where you'll kind of grab some shadow and you'll kind of go like this or like this. Wingardium Leviosa, or something like that. That works really well. Another thing that works really well is to take a little bit of powder, just plain translucent powder, doesn't have to be anything fancy. This is from Ben Nye. Tap it right here on the bottom part to catch any fallout, and this is actually one of those tricks that's from, Drag 101, so it's drag tested and drag approved, I guess, drag queen approved, whatever. It's a really, really great tip. It's actually what I did today because I knew I was going to do dramatic makeup, so I put my foundation on first, put a little powder. It works amazing. Another really great fallout remover is Scotch tape. This one works best for things like glitter, but you definitely could do it with shadow if you really, really wanted to, but I think it does work better for glitter because sometimes it can kind of press the shadow into your skin more. And probably the best way to prevent fallout is to do your foundation last. And I know for a lot of people that seems so weird. It's like foundation, it's first, right? I think that the overall look of your makeup can look quite a bit better if you do the foundation last, especially when you use colors that are really dark or blues or reds. Even though you can sweep away fallout, sometimes there's still invisible fallout. I know it sounds like a weird concept, but fallout that you really can't see, but then you kind of end up having this reddish tone or blackish tone or bluish tone under the eye, and it's not attractive. It makes you look tired, and I just feel like doing your shadows first is probably the best way to prevent that. But if you can't, I already provided you with lots of different ways to prevent fallout. So I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to be vintage or tacky, just be yourself. If you'd like to submit questions for Ask Cora, please send them to requestforcora@yahoo.com. I'll go ahead and have that written out for you guys down there in the down bar.